Good morning, you guys. How are you doing? I got my witch's brew. This is the magic that's going to get us through this workout. Glute day, all right? I trust you stretched, foam rolled, just some limbering exercises. You know those leg swings. We're just going to loosen up that hip area and we're going to target the glutes, okay? So our first, as usual, our first section is activation. We want to wake up all the fibers, muscles, tendons, ligaments that are responsible for helping with those big movements of the glutes, okay? So, I have decided, it's a 20-second interval. So we're going to go lying hip abduction, which is out and in, okay? So 20 seconds, we're gonna go one count. Then the next 20 seconds, we're gonna pulse it out. And then the next 20 seconds, we're gonna hold it out, okay? So then we'll take a 20-second break. I know, I'm generous. Then we're gonna go same kind of format for a single, then a pulse, and then a hold. Come on down, we're on our side, and then on the other side, and then we're gonna finish with a seated. So we're gonna be upright here doing the hip abduction, okay? Now, it's possible that you're strong enough for the glute loop, but I would suggest easing into it, okay? We've got a lot of work coming up with the squats and the thrusts, all right? And we're coming back to the band at the end. So if you want to go without a band or a lighter band, hey, choose wisely, all right? That's what I choose to do these days. All right, so I'm just gonna have one more. Thank you, Tara, from Thrive. I got it home delivered. 20 seconds, are you ready? Lying down with your band or without. Let's go for the lying hip abduction. Single count to begin. There's our beat, and go. See, that's the only reason I like to use the glute loops, the bigger one. Good. Now we're going to hold it out for the pulse. It feels awkward because my brain doesn't want to do the pulse. Now we're just going to hold it, and while you're holding it, I want you to really squeeze and acknowledge the contraction in that area, okay? See, even though this band is awkward in that it slips, it's providing, I believe, a good amount of tension. So that lying hip lift, you're just going to externally rotate your legs, all right, engaging those glutes, and then you're going to start the single count coming up. Here we go. And lift and lower for a single count. Glute thrust. Now here comes our pulse, so you're just going to stay at the top and add the pulse. And then your uphold, squeeze, and hold it out, all right? Get inside your brain, go somewhere else, get onto a beach, just hold it there. Hold, squeeze, contract, acknowledge. Oh, all right, good stuff. Lots of sun for Mac to lay out today. Sideline hip abduction, same right here, okay? Could be out. If you're fully extended, lead with your heel, okay? So, in a comfortable position and single count. You could abbreviate that lever. I'm actually feeling it in different places, all right? If I extend and lead with heel, all right, here's the pulse. Take a rest anytime you need because I can feel it coming. I can feel that burn. And then just a split second of rest usually clears that lactic acid and you can get back into it. 20 seconds to hold. Just get inside. Oh. 5 seconds, we got this. 20 seconds rest. We gotta do that on the other side. And then we're gonna do the seated hip. All right, 10 seconds to rest. Use your time wisely. All righty, here we go. Single count, lift and lower, leading heel, feeling it right there in the glute. Here comes our pulse. This is where I kind of got voted off the island. Oh, 10 seconds, maybe just a little split second rest, right back into the movement. It's a pulse, and it's not a matter of how far that leg is going, it's feeling it. It's feeling a quick contraction in that glute back there, okay? Buns of steel. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, I do gotta, and here we go. You see, the other cheek is working too, all right? So there's really no rest here. 2 seconds. Oh, I couldn't do it. So this is the last one, the last glute activation. Get that band set up. And we're just doing that open close, but we're in a seated position, upright instead of lying down, right? Okay, here we go. Open, close. Okay, pulsing. Pulse in that open position. 10 seconds, 5 seconds, and hold, 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 squeeze, all right? So it's just not a matter of, can I keep my legs open? It's like, can I keep my brain in the contraction, in my glutes? Is my core tall and strong? Do my hips feel okay? Or are they burning? Oh my God. We did it. That is it for our timed ones, okay? The rest should go pretty fast. If you guys are on your, in your squat racks with a barbell, just do a back squat, okay? So you're, I mean, you could switch it up. You could do front squat and back squat, but generally you want, if you're upright, you want the load on your shoulders, hit your core and your glutes. With slightly less weight and a slight lean forward, that would work too. It would really hammer your glutes. But you're going to have to see how you feel. This next little while, I'm not going to do much forward lean until I can get that back in line. So here we go. 20 sumo goblet squats, barbell or dumbbell. There's 4 sets of this, so that's the 20. And then the second set is 15 reps. Third set is 12 reps, and then 10 reps. Okay? Goblet means it's up here. If you're on your squat rack, it could be a front squat or a back squat. Sumo, feet slightly apart, and down and up. And 20. So, as reps go down in number, you could take the load heavier. All right, so if we're going down to 15s, you might go next weight heavier. These are decisions you have to make. I'm going to stick with my weight for the 20 and the 15, and then maybe go up for the 12 and the 10. All right? 15 rep set. We want to go back at it fresh. So you begin when you're ready, which I find I'm never ready. So sometimes you gotta just jump in. Goblet, sumo, squat. Six. Okay. 15, we got 12 reps set coming up. Oh, you need to swing it out a bit. Pay attention to how that low back's feeling, right? Hip joints. Okay, so for my 12 rep set, I might go up just a few pounds here and pray. Just pray to get through it. No, you can always adjust. You make a decision, it's not working out. Don't be afraid to change your mind again. 12 rep set. If you're with me, if you're taking it at your own pace, which is very smart, you may not be starting with me. So do what you gotta do. Okay, how you doing? Whew. That gets the blood pumping, right? We got one more set. Sumo, goblet, squat, or front rack squat, back squat. Sumo, toes are slightly open. All right, hips are open. You could bring that slight bend, stretching out that glute muscle, and then it'll contract, okay? Otherwise, staying upright and really focus, think. Here's our 10. Take a little break. We're going back to sumo squat, deadlift, all right? So, put two thoughts together. Your sumo squat, which is down up, and your deadlift, which drives forward back. And you've got a little combo, but it's a smooth combo, okay? So maybe fool around with a lighter weight, especially for your low back. And we're gonna hold our weight down, and we're gonna drive our hips back, as in a deadlift, and forward, okay? And then you might wanna stay right here for that squeeze, or come all the way up. See how everything's working. Here we go. 20 reps. Sumo stance, deadlift. Imagine you're picking something heavy off the floor and okay? So on your way back, you really feel that hamstring stretch, glute squeeze. I should have mentioned, if you're using a barbell for your sumo squat deadlifts, you could use alternate grip, you could use same grip, you would take your feet out wide, and you would grasp your bar in between, right? And then you would just stand. All right, sometimes that hits. It's okay. All right, so that would be with a barbell. Ready for set 2, 15 reps of sumo squat deadlift. I wrote something down there. Slight lean forward, your choice. Alrighty, sumo stance, and I'm picking this weight up off the floor, and I'm driving my hips back and forward. Yeah, feels wonderful when it's over. That nice stretch to the hamstring. If you're recovering from a ham injury, you're really going to have to plot your own course on it and follow the directions of your chiropractor or physio. There's a lot of pulling going on. And even with the externally rotated, that pull comes in here, kind of like our plie squats the other day. I am still feeling those little buggers. Here we go. 12. Sumo stance. Good. I feel really good and warmed up, and I'm almost wanting to pick up my heavier weights, but I also know that I'm on the other side of the hill, so fatigue will start setting in now too, and those muscles will have to work harder on their own without adding weight, just to get through the fatigue and do the work properly. So all these factors you have to balance in on each decision. Yeah, each decision. 10. And then we're just down for the hip thrusts. Those are good. I like those. Sumo stance. Deadlift. Nice job. Alrighty, we're back on the floor, lying down flat, enjoying life. Alright, so our our hip thrust is simply feet extended, weight across your hip. No, Matt, no, you've got your own. No, go hang out later. Good boy. They could be externally rotated. That actually, hits in different spots. Or you could try foot stance in different positions each round. Oftentimes though, if you experience a problem after doing that kind of variety, you don't know exactly which position was aggravated you. So I kind of like leaving it unless I'm really sure that I'm totally healthy and totally strong and totally, engaged. All right, let's go for the 20. I should have brought those pads. I was telling you about those pads at the dollar store, and mine are all in my cupboard. All right, 20. You could have your barbell, right? You could be lifted up on a stool, on a bench. That way you would have greater range of motion. All right, lots of options here. Let's just get this done. And 20. Good. Nice little stretch. All right. We got our 15 reps set to go. Are you ready? Are your glasses fogged? If they're not fogged, you're not doing it right. Honestly, the heat for me is the sunshine pouring in, which is so nice. Here we go, 15 reps. sets here. This is, you might carry heavier weight for the 10 and the 12. Just keep in mind, here's a story. Your glutes, your hamstring, your quads, these are really strong muscles. They carry you daily, all right? They are capable of lifting heavy loads. And that's just what I did in the first couple weeks of our glute sessions. The problem was my low back and those auxiliary secondary muscles really weren't prepared to help that much, all right? And I caused the strain. So what you have to be aware of is, you don't want to wimp out and not kick ass, but you don't want to lift too heavy a weight and cause a problem that sets you back a couple weeks. And physio visits. Anyways, 12 rep set. That all being said, if you do experience an injury, a pull, a strain, you got to get on it right away, number one, and then you got to adjust your training. It's not going to stop me. It's going to slow me down. It's going to piss me off, but it isn't going to stop me, right? We're getting to that age where it's like, if something doesn't get harmed or hurt, you're wondering, yeah, this body's been through a lot of years. It stands to reason it just might blow here and there, right? I don't care how well you take care of yourself. Shit happens. Alrighty. We got one more set, and then we're going into some donkeys, and like we're going back isolated again. So choose your band wisely, you're fatigued. I'd like to try my heavier glute loop, and I probably will, but I'm not going to stick to it if I feel it's too much. So 10 rep set here. Alrighty. So slowly out of that one too, right? You want to remove the load in a safe manner. You're fatigued, all right? You don't want to just start wrenching. All right? So here we go. What we got, it's the band burnout. We're doing 20-second intervals. So we're gonna go donkey, donkey, fire hydrant, rest. And I said 2 or 3 because I didn't know where we would be at. So you might do this with no resistance. You might use this band, which is arguably the most aggravating thing, but with the donkeys and the fire hydrants, you could pin it on your other foot, on your other knee, all right? And then, or the heavier one. Okay, here we go. 20 seconds, donkey kick. Oh, I know what I wanted to say. If you want to go donkey kick right, fire hydrant right, and overload that side, if you're feeling like Superwoman today, Superman, do it on both on the left, both on the right. On it. There's a lot to be said for doing it either way, alternating or overloading. Alrighty, let me just set this timer up. 20 seconds, and here we go with donkey. And donkey, the other side, or you're on fire hydrant on the same side. I think I put a rest here, but I think we'll take it right into the fire hydrant. Especially if you're doing it alternating sides, I think you can handle no rest. But I just want to illustrate that you could put this together any way that challenges you, okay? And then fire hydrant on the other side. And then we take our rest. Seconds rest. Time for some brew. All right, I think that we can get 2 more sets out of that. If you only want to do 1 more set, that's up to you. You can do the 3rd set without a weight at all and kind of do a cool down. Donkey. And donkey, if you're alternating on the other side. Fire hydrant. 5. Whoa. Little sweat on the brow. You need to take a rest if you see that your body is trying to compensate and move, okay? That means that muscle is totally fatigued and it wants extra help. Don't take the help. Take the rest, okay? Oh. There we go. 20-second rest. I think I'm getting rid of my band because I'm being a good girl. Progressively cooling down and going through the movements. All right. One last set. If you have your band on, make sure that you stretch and cool out after this last one, okay? So. Fire hydrant. Last one. We got this. We're out of here. Saturday, bring it on. Very nice. Okay, so we're going to do some stretches tomorrow for all of this area. For today, just go through a little test, all right? How far can I move forward here? All right? And I want to bring that foot closer to me. A little more stretch there. Can I even hold myself upright? For me, coming forward isn't an option. Staying straight is the best I can do right now. And then bringing that even closer, you can see where I'm so tight here, I have to rock backwards. All right? So let's just stay here right now. And that'll give that a nice lengthening for today. Until tomorrow, we can really target stretch this area and upper body as well. We're going to do both. Let's see on this side. Oftentimes, one side is different than the other. I can sit up tall here, and I can lean forward slightly. if I bring that closer, that outer thigh and glutes start tightening up, but I can still stay upright. I can't pull myself forward very much. Oh, this is humbling. And then finally, if that leg comes right close, watch this, right? Your knees, your joints, everything. See I don't even want it without caving in back here, okay? So these are just a little visual cues and progress markers you can use to see how you're progressing through our stretch routines as well, all right? All right, gang, I'm going to have a huge breakfast. I suggest you do the same. Do your numbers, right? You're not just saying, oh my God, I gotta eat a lot of food. You're just saying, I gotta eat 200 grams of eggs. I've gotta eat 300 grams of vegetables. I gotta eat 5 grams of olive oil. It's challenging at first to eat that way, but once you have learned portions, you could easily push aside all the measuring once you've learned how to eyeball your food, okay? Anyways, that's another section of Body Bomb I want to get to soon. I haven't been really excited about how nutrition is being delivered, and I'd like to devise a method that works for all of us, that really counts, okay? I just don't want to throw out information there and you don't know what to do with it. So I'm working on that. Out of here, you guys. Check those legs before you walk. And your back, okay? You might need a stretch. You might need a foam roll. You might need an Advil. See you tomorrow. Stretchy.